Now, I'm not a person that like to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Man down, now it's time for the angel of death, make it down like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back when it twinkle.
All right, you guys, what's going on? Seth Rutherford here, and victory is mine, I guess. I don't know. Should I be happy about this? I mean, but it's still, people still haven't woken up. If you read the comments, it's still ridiculous. But the point is, what I'll be talking about with these metaverses right here, and we're about to go over with one of my favorite YouTubers, Kyra, even though he kind of disagrees with a lot of the NFT things, which actually I'm on the same side with him when it comes to that type of stuff like that. But here's the thing. Everything that I'll be talking about when it comes to NFTs, the projects, these 99% I'm talking about, how they're all just terrible. We're actually going to show one of the biggest metaverses that people fell for and they got fucked over. Just to show you the difference between that type of developer, and if you're inside a community of ours, then you know goddamn you're safe here 100%. All right, so let's get straight into it. We going, with further ado, let's go into it. Let's click the damn button. Let's go.
Long time since I posted a video on this channel, but
1 second, I done messed up shit. Give me 1 moment. Wrong headphones. 1 second. Let me get myself together. I came in here straight newbie style, acting like a Timmy inside of the YouTube streets. Let's go.
here we go. Earth 2, Essence, white paper delay, messages for holo builders, the drone community, and more. Can't wait, because the drone community absolutely hates this man and their community. And the funniest thing as well, straight into a tangent, the Earth 2 community for some reason feel like the scam tubers, aka the people that have, you know, more than 2 brain cells to rub together, infiltrated the drone community and have replaced all the drone people with our fans, and that's why the drone community doesn't.
It sounds like something with that. These guys are so crazy. The Earth 2 community, these guys are psychopaths. Like they're psychopaths. And I don't wish that type of community on nobody, seriously. Like they're psychopaths. They come up with so many conspiracies. It's just, let's get to it.
Like Earth 2, not because, you know, other people can't just think for themselves and have nothing to do with anybody and formulate an opinion. That would be obviously insane. You have to be, you know, in one camp or the other. So here we go. Essence.
Before we start, I want to say this. This is supposed to be a 1-to-1 scale of Earth, right? It's not supposed to be sci-fi and stuff like that. Like ours, like hidden is United States of America. We are based off our world is based off the Earth, but it's been shifted around and stuff like that due to the story. Make sure you read the books and just catch up with the story. Pay attention to the devlogs, all types of stuff like that. And when the game come out, and also the browser game, all this stuff will be inside it, right? And the mobile game too. All the stories will be in there. But the difference between that, these guys say they're creating this 1-to-1 scale of Earth, right? Here's where the problem is that from a developer. This is me telling you this. The Earth is like 500 billion times the size of the little map that I just shown you guys in the last video. 500 billion. So you have to have 500 billion of the maps that I'm creating inside of my project just to make Earth 2. Next, they said that they would that they're doing this 1-to-1 scale of Earth. They're gonna have complete crazy graphics, like better than the graphics that we have inside of our game, and that will be able to run on mobile. You will blow up any phone that is walking in anybody's pockets if I put my PC version inside of anybody's phone. The phone is going to explode. So that right there tells you the red flag. Next thing. Right now, I'm working basically the main developer on the project. It's a solo dev. Doing this thing alone is very, very difficult, but I can do it though, because I'm not doing nothing as crazy as they're claiming right here, these guys. But you know, it'll take me some time, which we'll be adding more devs soon. But they gotta have integrity though, and they actually gotta be creative, and you know. But integrity comes first. The point is, what I'm saying is, they have 7 devs and 7 people are going to, and this, he's not one of the people, he's not actually working on the game at all. He's the mush. I'm not gonna say brains, but he's the mush behind it. 7 people is supposed to recreate the Earth. 7 people is to recreate the complete version of Earth and have it where you guys are able to do that on the phone. Now, people will say, well, Microsoft Simulator does that, but Microsoft Simulator has hundreds of people, hundreds of devs working on that project. Also, they hired a whole AI technology team to basically where the AI generates basically like whatever you see on a 2D map, it generates that in real time for you. So, which is completely bananas. And these guys have 7 people, nowhere near as much money as Microsoft, nowhere near as talent as Microsoft. They don't even know anything about what they're building here. And just listen to this guy. We're gonna start ranting in a second, but I just want to give you the details on how these guys and any other project that's out here are claiming that they're going to do certain things that they can't do because they don't have the knowledge, or the shit just doesn't make any sense. 99% of these damn projects don't make any sense. The only one that I say, other than ourselves, if I'm going to give any other project that makes sense, well, I would say the Decentraland and Sandbox and all, get those out of here. Those are trash games, but they actual real product. I'm talking about a product that's actual good and actually makes sense, and that's Illuvium. Other than that, everybody but Decentraland and Sandbox, take them out. But everybody, if not those, trash, completely trash, scams. If you just look and make and try to get out of the moon, bro, I'm trying to get rich tomorrow type of mentality, and actually listen into what these people are saying and actually how they treat you guys, you will see that these guys are scams. Now, you will say, well, the Bored Ape game, okay, that's pretty cool. The Bored Ape games, I don't know what the hell just happened there, but the Bored Ape game looks pretty cool. Hopefully these guys actually do it. I think they actually want to do it right. So put Bored Ape with the Illuvium and Decentraland and Sandbox. Other than that, everybody else is terrible, completely terrible. And I'm not just saying that just to be mean or because I have my own project. Just do some goddamn research and listen to what they're saying first before you throw money at them. It makes no goddamn sense. And me personally, you've seen my other video, what I said is I'm going to be myself. So I'm going to always make these type of videos. And if me personally, I don't invest in any project because these guys would say any and everything just to get my money out of my pocket. So I want you to be honest. Show me who you are. Show me how much you're going to put into the work. But let's listen to this guy.
It's white paper delay.
Hey Earth2, I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe.
Yeah.
My first topic of...
Other than the reason I've not posted in a while on this channel is because I went on vacation for 2 weeks, got back, and then the day I got back, got COVID, and then I've been in bed for literally 9 days, just terribly, terribly unwell.
For today is an important one. I would not say
Why is the
it's
audio
bad
so
news, but
fucking
it is
scuffed?
news that many will find disappointing, which is why I wanted to take
That green
ownership
screen is
and
terrible.
personally deliver this message as opposed to releasing it in written format. The release of the Earth2 white paper will be delayed. This was a decision
that's crazy.
I did not make lightly. However, on receiving ongoing extensive advice and reasoning from internal and external Earth2 stakeholders and advisors, it was clearly the most logical decision, and I believe will be a decision made in the best interest of the Earth2 community.
First thing first, you can clearly tell he's reading, which means that someone typed that up for him so he can say it. I'm not doing no scripting or nothing. If you need scripting and stuff like that, that means you, 1, don't know what the hell is going on. 2, you don't believe in your own goddamn product. You should definitely be so confident you are able to get on that damn stage and go do what you gotta do. I'm telling you, Steve Jobs was doing it because he believed in Apple. He didn't go up there with no teleprompter. The teleprompter that he had was like, okay, talk about this. Boom. All right, so bam. This is what we're doing. These guys come up to you guys and give y'all that robot feel to make y'all feel secure. I'd rather have someone sit there and tell me what it is really. All right, let's continue.
And importantly, the launch of Essence as a total.
Look at his eyes. Remember, I used to investigate scam artists, right? And I'm really good at telling when people are lying. You look at his eyes. You see?
I know that many in the Earth community.
If I had to guess, like, just throwing something out there, they don't want to release Essence as a cryptocurrency while cryptocurrency is just literally circling the fucking drain, because it's just a bad idea. I assume that's why they've done this, but it's another Earth 2 delay, of course.
Well, he's right and wrong. We're not putting our token out because we're working on a token. If our token was correct right now and ready, we would put it out. We wouldn't give a shit about this bear market because we know it's going to go up soon once the bull market comes back. The problem is, if you do not believe in the product, then you won't put the token out. He doesn't believe in it, because if these guys were so great as they say they are, then they know the community will keep them afloat. But they know once they release that token, the people that that's been sitting there, got their money stuck in there, they're going to dump on everybody. And this is with these projects. And as I was telling the guy Ben yesterday, shout out to you, my boy. But I was telling him yesterday, this isn't a token-based project. It's a game first, crypto second, because the game will make the money in the crypto. You have to focus on that. Once you put the money first, the project already failed, because it turned into a marketplace, not a game. So this is what these guys focus on. They focus on the token price because they know that the people are going to dump on them. I mean, well, they're going to dump first, which is why they give their community, like the people that were hired and stuff like that. Even how we were hiring people and how the people gonna make money on our side is gonna be different, where we're gonna make sure that my employees and people that work inside of our company and anything like that, my employees, I'm talking about the people that we hire from now, and just the people that's basically a part of the project right now, helping us get to where we gotta be. I don't want to call those guys employees because they're not. I call those people, they're helping me with this thing, get to where we need to be. But the employees are people who don't give a shit about the people in my community and stuff like that, which we will hire those guys. They're employees, but they're only being paid to do one thing. What we're going to do is we're going to give them actual regular currency, hire them by the hour. Here, you do this, you get paid this, right? You get them regular jobs. But the people that's actually helping me build this thing, what we're going to do is something completely different. We're going to make sure that we're not going to give them tokens. So when we release the token, they dump on your asses. We're trying to make sure that you guys in the community do not get dumped on. So what we will do is we coming up with a way where, because we have assets and we actually have actual assets inside of our game that actually are worth something. So we'll come up with where these guys can just have assets and they're going to make money inside the game regardless. All right. These guys don't have that. Shane, keep bullshitting us, please.
Of course it is. That's what they're famous for. Just Shane says something's going to happen and then it doesn't. Still waiting on a bunch of things that he said was going to happen.
All of these projects does that. They say something's going to happen and they don't do it. Us, we say it's going to happen, something's going to happen, and we work on it. Last time we were supposed to have a stress test, Unreal Engine fucked that up. But what I do, I completely built it again, and now we're working towards a stress test. Once I say it's going to happen, I instantly start working on that, and probably the next day or the same day, I have something to show for it. And if it doesn't happen, which like with the website and stuff like that, with the website is because we're busy working on developing art and lore and all that type of stuff like that. So sometimes the development and minting and stuff like that, sometimes they get pushed back a day or so. Not weeks, not months, a day or so. And here's the thing. We'd rather put the work. I want you to understand this, what I just said. We'd rather put the work in getting things done with the product, making sure the product is pristine for you guys, that we even put the minting and the money that you guys are trying to give us. I have a ton of people right now trying to give us money right now for the real estate, which is, trust me, I know I keep saying it, it's coming. We're just right now working on it to make it masterful. The real estate, the land, the keys, all the type of stuff like that. We put these things to the side where we stop taking money from people. And if we do take any money from people, we make sure we give you a temporary and then we exchange it out. But we put the money to the side to make sure that we get the shit done first. None of the other projects does that.
I haven't. I just want to throw this one out there, by the way, because I've been waiting to talk about this. So Earth 2 has, a mascot called Are You Realty? Are You Serious? Are You a Financial Advisor? And he made a video not long back saying,
called that
I
man,
lost
"Are you serious?"
$20,000. And he was talking about Celsius. He had $20,000 in stable coins. Very stable, by the way. If history over the last few months has taught us anything. He had $20,000 in stable coins staked in Celsius. Celsius stopped people withdrawing their money and looked like they were on a collision course with bankruptcy. And you released a video saying, I'm sure I'm going to get my money back. It's not lost yet. With his usual, just rubbing his hands together, sat there soothing himself over the fact he lost 20 grand on stable coins. And it's come out recently that Celsius is actually declaring bankruptcy, which means that all his money's gone. It's just gone. So it does make me laugh that the not financial advice, not a financial advisor, told people months ago, put money in Celsius, guys, it's amazing. Lost 20 grand, get absolutely fucking wrecked.
I've been looking forward to the official white paper release. That is why, although this is news for many, I wanted to personally deliver this message, and while doing so, provide reasoning as to why this decision had to be made. There are a couple of fairly straightforward reasons for this delay. The first reason is the present.
I know he's boring, y'all. Just bear with the shit. I gotta watch it with y'all. Come on.
Industry.
No, crazy.
Ethereum dipped under $1,000 for the first time in 18 months. Bitcoin has lost 18 months of gains, and we don't know where the bottom is. I was warned months ago.
This man is not thinking at all. He's literally just reading.
That this may be coming, and I trusted that advice and delayed the launch of Essence as a token until we could determine what would happen.
Why though? If you're so confident that Essence has super high value, why would you care? Right? It's not like you've got value to lose because you're just launching it and all of your supply is coming from people who hold tokens, who hold land in Earth 2. I'm fairly sure they've said that they're not going to make or generate any Essence. And it's all going to come from tile owners, which essentially means that you're saying you're worried that if you release Essence, all the tile holders are just going to dump their bags and fuck off. Which is going to happen. That doesn't bode well for your community.
We've seen the collapse of Luna. Now issues with Celsius.
Yeah, that's gone as well.
Three Arrows Capital is potentially facing insolvency. Various issues with exchanges, even Uniswap apparently having liquidity issues. We see staff being laid off left, right, and center in major Web3 companies.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way a lot of DeFi has been handled, Gary Gensler has every right to go after those who abuse the system. I am now very glad
he's one of the people.
Made the decision to delay the launch of Essence. I'd prefer to be making this announcement than to have launched earlier and now be looking at results that would not accurately reflect the true potential of Essence as a token. I am told it could get worse before it gets better. And in fact, some of the things occurring at present in this space may even alter the way we plan to deploy the Essence token. That's how concerned we are at the moment. Now, I'm not saying that bear markets don't have their opportunities, and part of me is curious to see how Essence might perform even in a bear market.
I'm going to guess not very well.
The bottom line is that timing is important, and we need to continue monitoring the situation before launching Essence as a token. This brings me to the second reason. If we're not launching Essence as a token soon, then there is no point releasing the white paper. The white paper needs to be released in close proximity.
But the white paper just basically explains what you're trying to do is like a business plan for a business. You should not put the white paper out to let people know what type of project they're investing in. If they want to send money, I deal with investors outside of cryptocurrency. Well, not anymore since I'm retired, but I dealt with them, getting companies funded and stuff like that. A business plan, they want to see a business plan before they put the money. They need to know where the money is, who your market is, who you're looking for, what are you trying to do, what's your exit plan, all these type of things. That's what a white paper is supposed to be. What do you mean you're not, because the token is not coming out, you don't want to put the white paper out? It makes no sense. So that means you're talking to dumb people. So the dumb people that you're talking to, obviously these guys don't know anything about business. These guys are just throwing a bunch of money at something that don't know shit. Right there, that's a red flag. You don't want to throw the white paper out because the token is not coming out. That white paper should have been the first thing that came out. Fuck the damn tokens. I was telling the guy Ben that yesterday. Those tokens, you're looking at the wrong thing inside of a project. If you're looking for the tokenomics, that's the first thing you're looking at. That's completely wrong. Where's the business model? None of these guys got business models. He just told you out his mouth directly, there's no business model, so there's no point for a white paper.
To the launch of the Essence token. So interested people have more or less immediate or close to immediate course of action.
That's simply untrue unless you are going to be making drastic changes to it, which you could just edit the changes beforehand and make an announcement. You don't have to release something at the same time if it's just a guideline for how it's going to work. In fact, you could make a very good point, a very logical point, that releasing it beforehand and allowing people to actually familiarize themselves with the details would be more prudent. I don't
100%.
know why this is a thing, unless you are going to make drastic changes. In which case, how nailed on is? But this is an investment, right? People have invested money in this. How nailed on are your ideas and your business plans if you literally cannot release
there are no business plans.
The outline of the investment to investors because you're worried you're going to have to change it so drastically? That's some like wishy-washy bullshit that I can't believe anyone would want to be involved with, but there you go. Web3.
Our white paper being released
Without
in
Web3.
close proximity in the lead up to the Essence token will provide the most effectiveness and avoid frustrating many people who would like to buy the token but could not after reading the white paper. There are a number of details in the white paper that will probably cause some panic, FOMO, hype, and much of that would be lost on the initial launch of the Essence token if we released
He
the
just
white
told y'all
paper
some
with
bullshit in
a
it.
gap before the actual launch of the token itself. Most of you who have been following Earth2 closely understand the big picture. You see the progress and generally understand.
And this is the thing, man. When you guys invest in this, y'all don't be listening to these guys, man. Like, listen. I'll be sitting here. I have paid attention to, I have watched shit on damn near every crypto project. Every crypto project. You name a project. That's why we ask people, what's the project are you in? You name it, I probably heard of it. And I probably did research on them. And 99.9% of the time, I found that they fucking bullshit. But y'all just investing off of hype. Y'all investing off of speculations. Listen to these motherfuckers when they speak. He's telling on himself right now, running the scam into the ground.
Understand what we are doing and what we want to achieve. That is your privilege to have such understanding due to the.
Now, I will say this. I have experience in business. I'm a business developer, so I'd be able to pull, like, I'm literally able to pull shit out when it comes to these. So, business developer plus an investigator of scams, I'm like a fucking scam lawyer. You get what I'm saying? Like, or a business lawyer for scams, whatever the case may be. I don't fucking know, but I just know that I'm really good at pointing these things out. What's wrong with businesses and how they actually can work. Now, I'm not going to give Earth2 no damn ideas, because then they're going to use it, spin and turn it around, and then, you know, scam the people more. They just need to put out the project, to be honest with you. Just put it out. You raise millions of dollars up, put the damn project out.
The fact that you've believed in us and followed us so closely, and it has been your benefit to act.
These videos, I'm sorry, you couldn't have a less charismatic person delaying things, putting forward messaging for your company. It literally looks like this is just remove the background of his make-believe video game, and it looks like this is a terrorist holding him hostage. Like, you will say the words, we've delayed the white paper. It's mad that he's just staring at a teleprompter or somebody holding up cue cards or something, and just never blinking, cut out all the sections where he makes a mistake. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's like he is the drone. It's not the drone community. He is the drone.
On such understandings. So right now, we're not super focused on expanding our user base. We're focused on building, and we're.
I said that with the project when we first started. Grant, if you watching this, listen. Every project out there did it ass backwards. Now after you done stole all these people's money, you realizing that the heat is turning up on you, the crash is happening. Now people are actually looking for something that's actually worth anything. Now they're looking at you guys like, hey, you promised us a lot of shit and none of this stuff is coming. And now when you was throwing ads out there, you was talking about Dan and John, talking about his business, and not a business or a game, because it's neither one of those, but your scam, and you was excited. You even made it a fucking pyramid scheme out of this shit, which all of you guys are pyramid schemes. But the whole point is, you made it even more a pyramid scheme. You made it actual pyramid scheme-ish, where you gave people referral codes, and you try to make it where they don't gotta get three to get three, but you get the point. Let's move on that. But here's the thing. You did it backwards. Every single one of you did it backwards. Yes, money. It takes money to create games. It's very expensive. Very, very expensive. I understand that. Trust me, I am spending a lot of my own money, draining my own pockets into this project. But instead of building a user base first, because that's what y'all all did, y'all said fuck building, because a lot of 99% of you guys didn't have a product, and y'all still don't. Y'all focused on the users, people coming in. They stupid enough to give y'all money. It was dumbasses just giving y'all money. And then now you're talking about when shit is hot now. Now you want to build a product. Listen, everybody at Earth 2, you just been rug pulled. He literally just told you I've been rug pulled.
Lucky enough to be in this fortunate position where we have a fairly long runway to build cool things before setting out for the next wave. We're not expecting any miracles if we launch a token in this bear market. However, that doesn't mean we should completely throw caution to the wind and ignore the current state the Web3 blockchain and crypto industry has found itself in right now.
I'll be in there like, don't give me a robot, give me a human being. I need to, come on. It's just like talking to customer support nowadays. Chat
our advice has been clear. Releasing the details of our white paper closer to the launch of Essence will help make it even more successful.
That's just it then. You just want to pump the price. This is one of the things that pisses me off the most about anybody who says that these games or whatever they're supposed to be are for the future and for gamers. Why does this matter? If you're just building a game, like an all-encompassing amazing game, why does this matter? And also,
I've been talking about this with my community for 2 to 3 days straight. This video came out yesterday, right? The video came out yesterday, and he's saying exactly what everything I've been saying for the last few days. Since we've been talking about the project, these people are focused on the price, and they just pumping the price artificially, not worrying about the product or the game, which is, come on, man. This is why these guys are fell. We're not gonna watch this whole thing. It's too long, but I just wanted to just hear some important stuff.
Why do you think that cryptocurrency is going to go back up? Is this an inevitability? Did I miss the memo where we're all just in agreement that crypto goes down sometimes but always goes back up? Or can the market not just stagnate? Can it not just go away as many things have done before? And you're just going to wait. You're going to basically... Or
your product is good enough where they would just focus on what's inside of your product. Utopia Universe is already doing that. There's a lot of games that's successful with the business model of cryptocurrency that's not cryptocurrency, but they could do it as a cryptocurrency, and if they did a cryptocurrency, it'll be successful. These guys or any other project, they're not worried about that. They're just worried about money, and he's hoping that the price of everybody go back up, because when a bull market happens, people just throw money at anything. He's hoping on that, not that he's going to put out a good product. His concerns is not putting out a good product. His concerns is he hopes that the bull market come back so dumbasses can come and put money inside of his shit again. That's why.
Ride it to the bottom if that is what's going to happen, because you just want it to go back up so you can do better. Because essentially, if you guys don't know, in bull markets in cryptocurrency, you can just throw handfuls of money at almost any dog shit, like without substance project, and they'll just like 10x in value. That's just what happens. It's ridiculous. If you followed the bull market, there was just tokens that had no value whatsoever for games that didn't exist, that were worth like 100, 1,000 times their initial buy-in within weeks. That's just how it goes. And it seems like that's just what they want to catch in, as opposed to, you know, actually building something and maybe helping the Web3 space, because your amazing technology and your amazing game is so good that everybody's going to want to buy in. You just want to come in when everybody's making money, so it doesn't make you look bad. That's what I take away from this anyway.
That is large.
And with that being said, I'm not going to make this take too much time, and that's exactly what it is. Everybody just came in and they just, hey, look, they're making millions of dollars over there doing that, scamming people. I'm going to do the exact same thing. So no one looks bad. Man, look, if you ain't in the community, get in the community. We're doing it the right way over here. We actually building a foundation, building the actual company, building the actual game here. Yes. I know that I may not come off like a robot like this guy. I might come out too honest. But I'd rather be honest with you than look like this. Because this right here, this is fucking everybody over. There is thousands, hundreds and thousands of people that lost money. Well, not hundreds of thousands. So they in the five figures. I think it was like 80,000 people. They lost money dealing with this asshole right here. And not the only one. Trust me, it's a many more. Many more. As like I said, 99% of these projects I have looked at, damn near all of them, and only one have came back to me. It's like, this one I would actually invest in, and that's Louisville. Any other project, I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. Y'all getting scammed. Like, comment, subscribe, send it to your friends. Let your friends know. This is unfortunately I was right about these guys. Let's watch the whole video on your own. You know, he's basically just tell you he failed. That's it, man. With that being said, I'm tired. I've been working very hard. I'm out of here.
The name is